Wow!
Okay, well, temporarily for the air conditioner, while we're on dock power, I've got one of these splitters here, and it's going to split the dock power. And then I've got one of these little adapters here, and we're going to plug the other power of the air conditioner into here. Actually, we're going to plug this extension cord. We got this little air conditioner baby here. So this should give us at least shore power for the air conditioner, and then we'll look at getting the generator power, because this will output, should output 15 amps, 125 volts on this, and it's going to take that from our 30, and this is going to split our 30 amp 125 volts over here from our dock power. All right, this is our shore power that we had plugged in before, and that was going into our 30 amp right there. And then we got this extra little piece right here, and we're going to use this to connect the two, right, like this. And then we've got our other piece connected right here, so that's going to connect onto there, and this piece is going to keep it waterproof while we connect that up to this guy here on our pigtail. Okay, there we go. So we've got our pigtail, we've got our extra power we're going to run to our air conditioner, because the reason we're doing this is we didn't want to pull all that those extra amps through our boat wiring, because being that it's an older boat, just not sure. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll run this extension cord to the generator. We get 15 amps out of that as well, 125 volts, so that should be able to run the generator as well. So we're going to try the generator, but this will at least get us the shore power and get us the air conditioner going on the boat, because damn, it's hot in there. And there we go. Got a little air conditioner in there, and we got that venting out our portal out there, and then whoo, nice. But we got that on shore power, so next we're going to try to get it on that generator there. It's, you know, this is basically drawing about 15 amps and 125 volts. We're going to give it a go anyway, but for now at least we've got some coolness here in the cabinet. So whew. All right, well, we've got our little Honda generator here. It's the EU 2200i with an inverter on here, and so we basically down here we've got 120 volts out and 15 amps, two sockets, which is basically what we've got over there at our dock box for the shore power for our air conditioner. So the idea is that we want to run the air conditioner off this generator, because we thought about doing it with solar and the 12 volt, and it just got too complicated and too much power. And really, if the solar is running our refrigerator and it's running our electronics and running our computers, we're good to go. And really, you know, we'll have some fans down in the cabin. We're going to get into that, so be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll get into more into 12 volt in the cabin and all that. And we'll talk about amperage. We're going to go through how to use a meter and things like that. So subscribe, like, comment once again. But we're going to see if we can fire this baby up. And it's probably got some stale fuel in here, so who knows, okay? So you might be also seeing a video of us cleaning this out and getting it done. So we're going to turn this to on, right, because we've sealed that. We just had that sitting on deck there. And then probably going to need to change the oil and things like that, but let's give her a go. Let's see if we can start this baby up. So over here we've got our choke. We're going to get our choke going there. It'll start up here. Check our fuel here, if we actually have any in there. You know, maybe we don't have any fuel, so we should put some fresh fuel in here. Let's put some fresh fuel in here, and then we'll give her a try again. Okay, so this is why we do sea trials, because we've got the fuel here that we had up in the forward compartment, but see, our little nozzle here is not happening. So we need to get some fuel. We'll need to have some extra fuel tied to the rail if we're going to use the generator for any length of time, because with this generator with a full tank we get power for about a day before we got to fill it up. With a tank about this size, so we're going to have to get some more. We're going to have to put it on the rail over there. But in the meantime, funnels is something that you really got to have, because see, because we don't have this, we can take a funnel and we can put some fresh fuel in here with this funnel. And actually this fuel's been sitting in the anchor for a little while, or up front in the anchor locker for a while, so this could be bad fuel as well. So we won't put too much in there, but then we'll see if we can get this baby to start up here. So here we go. We'll take this funnel out here. set it up here on our pinnacle. Put this, make sure that we've got this open here. So we've got fuel going in there. And this is to on, okay? There we go. And got the choke going there, right? And then, there we go. Put a little fuel in there. Well, not starting right up as one would hope. So we're going to come back, we're going to figure out what we're doing wrong here, and then we'll have more on getting our air conditioner generator going. So I'm not going to show you, but if you look up the EU 2200i model, it's got all kinds of Bluetooth and things like that, and there's a big switch on the other side that says on, off, fuel off, right? So turn it on, put the choke in, pulled it in a little bit, it's fired up and running now. So let's see if we can get the air conditioner running now. All right, here we've got it plugged in. We've got power coming from the generator there. Temperature set at 81, and it's got our little Wi-Fi flashing. So you know this generator, this air conditioner actually will do the some Wi-Fi, and I haven't hooked that up yet. But I did hook it up to shore power and tested it to make sure that it worked there. So here we go. Let's power this baby on. Right, we got it set at 72 now. Okay, we can hear our generator kicking in there. All right, we got it on cool. And let's hit our fan here. Let's get our fan going up to high. Okay. And it looks like, let's wait till our, so it looks like we just got, feeling it right now. It's got regular air in there, and so let's see if we kick in the air conditioner here. Just turn down the air conditioner here. And then get it to pump us out some actual cool air, just to see how the generator reacts to that. And we could hear it step down a little bit out there, and I've turned eco mode off, right, on that little Honda generator. But it looks like it's powering this 8,000 BTU air conditioner without problem. And again, right, is if it pulls too many amps, it should be popping this circuit, right? And then also you want to feel this cable, right? If this cable starts to get warm at all, and anything coming in there, right, is you don't want that to get too warm, because that's going to set things on fire, right? And then up on deck here, right, with our generator there, you want to make sure, right, that it's in a location where the exhaust is not going to go into the cabin, right, because there's carbon dioxide. And this particular model of generator, the EU 2200i, right, is you can get Bluetooth connectivity to it. It's got a CO2 alarm, and it's a pretty powerful little generator. I mean, I've been using it for computing. This is the first time I've hooked it up for a generator, but you know, it'll run about a good little more than half a day just running compute power, and I'm not sure how long it's going to run running the air conditioner, but we'll see. But at least we've got some way to you know, besides the solar now, right, to charge up the batteries and also to run our air conditioner. Looks like we're putting out that cool air. So it looks like our generator is going to run our 8,000 BTU air conditioner. Somebody in chat, you know, one of our subscribers, thank you very much, said, oh, there's no way that little generator is going to run that 8,000 BTU air conditioner. But, you know, we'll post all this online. We'll post all the details of the air conditioner we're using and what's the generator we're using. We got this plugged into our Honda inverter, EU 2000i, and we've got another 120 volt, 15 amp. Oh, that just feels so nice and cool. But we also have this extra bit here, right, which we can plug this bit into another extension cord there that plugs into the generator, and then that will plug into our shore power socket, so that we can also use that to feed this 120 volt output in our panel, and that's going to charge our batteries for us too, right? So just with this little attachment here, right, we can go and plug that generator into our shore power, right, with that 15 volt up there, and then we can also run this here. And forgive the mess, we're getting ready to go on a long trip, okay? We're getting Boaty all set up, but looks like we've got air conditioning, we've got generator's working. We'll just have to fill up the fuel. Make sure you got a fire extinguisher as well, you know, because whenever you're dealing with anything flammable with fuel and all that. But thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment.